Hello there, you guys. Namaste and blessings and happy summer solstice 2025. And I, with the power of my words and my intentions, speak blessings and send blessings upon you and your loved ones. May you allow yourself the gift to receiving from others, and also the gift of giving from a place of inner abundance, inner wealth, inner prosperity, abundance of compassion, abundance of forgiveness. Practice charity, give without expectations. However, you guys, I'm here and I speak blessings of health, wealth, prosperity, and optimistic, positive, and beautiful outcomes upon you and your journey. All right, you guys. Today we're going to be tapping in this energy. I'm already in it, okay? I'm already in it, and this is how I feel, right? Divine union, okay? And no, this is not about no stories of twin flame and lack and we being incomplete human beings and you have to find the other half and all of those. No. I'm talking about sun and moon, okay? I'm talking about light and shadow. I'm talking about your mind, your body, your spirit, and your ego coming into a place of alignment and serving the highest good of all and everyone involved. Okay? So it's important for you to feel this energy. What I am here channeling is the energy of honor your journey, honor your light, honor your shadow, honor the struggles, honor the great times, the hard times, the times when we feel lost and confused. However, the times when you're enjoying the little moments, the simple moments in life, okay? It's so easy to get wrapped in this idea that we have to chase after some kind of mission and to go and play saviors and heroes and rescuers of the world, okay? This energy, okay, of the solstice is an energy of leadership. We becoming the leaders of our lives first, showing up in the world from a place of leadership, meaning taking accountability, taking responsibility, honoring if you are in the process of developing a skill or your spiritual gift, okay? Or maybe you're just navigating, some kind of difficulties and you are in that journey where you're the overcoming, right? The overcoming, you're moving through the mountain, right? In spirituality, mountains, and that's what I just saw in my psychic gift. Mountains, right, represents obstacles. However, the challenge is also the gift. So I'm here to remind you that you have what it takes. And I know that sometimes your mind is going to tell you, no, you're not. You don't have, you're lacking, you're less than, you're not good enough. All of that are just stories and they are thoughts. Thoughts. Think of that like thoughts passing by and you can say, no, thank you. I hear you. No, that's hurting me. I choose differently. I will figure it out. The divine will send someone my way. The divine will guide me. Pick and choose, baby. Remember, we are all interconnected, okay? We are affected by our environment, the people around us, who we listen to, what we listen to is affecting us. And this is why the gift of discernment is so very important. We're going to start with this beautiful oracle, Mother Gaia, Mother Nature, Medicine Man, Medicine Woman oracle, okay? I'm already in it. I'm already channeling. I just see a group of people, and we are all moving through the mountains. We are in a spiritual quest. It's a journey. It's not a destination. The story, the pressure is that we have to prove something and be somewhere else Okay, not here, because for some reason being here right now is not good enough. And so we have to unpack the stories, the programming, the conditionings, the going outside and expecting to have other things, right, from the material world in order for us to choose gratitude, in order for us to choose feeling worthy, feeling valuable. All right. There are ways to be at service. There are ways to honor divinity. And I mean, that's just something that we must do each day, right? This energy is taking me back to, the ancestors. All right. Were they chasing, seeking for a mission? You know what I mean? Were they trying to prove something to somebody else? Well, maybe, welcome to the human experience. Yeah, we all have shadows and wounds and shit, and everybody have their own thing, soul evolution, soul growth. However, the messages, right? The main message here is about our own personal life and our soul development and the bigger picture of what we're here for. And we are here to go through an experience, to grow, to evolve, to learn, to mess up. We're here to, it's just authentic and unique, you guys. I cannot tell you what you're here for. I can tell you that you're here for your soul growth and evolution. I can tell you that you're here to, to learn, to love yourself, accept yourself, and also others. Obviously, right, if you are in alignment with me, you are someone who is seeking to, overcome obstacles. You're a truth seeker. You're someone who is choosing to walk the path of devotion, because that's the path I walk, the path of devotion. And so, I walk the path of honoring the ancestors. I'm here to be at service. However, I'm here at service every freaking day when I'm attending to my responsibilities, when I'm showing up here, making sure that I'm not projecting my own stuff into you guys, right? When I'm doing healing live on TikTok and I'm doing my shamanic healing, or I'm working with people on a one-on-one, I'm making sure that I am standing in integrity and truth, that I'm not here just making shit up just because I'm looking for followers and likes, you know what I mean? And so what I'm saying is that each day you can choose how you want to be at service. The ego, the inner child wounds and the stories and programmings and conditionings of the world create these stories that we have to be some kind of something else, right? Because waking up and praying on our food and giving gratitude is not good enough. We must do something else. So that's the energy I'm feeling. I'm feeling Mother Earth. I'm feeling the spirit of Earth speaking, the mother and the father and the child. And you're not separated from this energy. And also remember where you come from, your roots, honoring the food, giving gratitude, ceremonies. And when I'm talking about ceremonies and rituals, right, I'm talking about healthy habits. I'm talking about bringing flowers and plants and speaking to them and using the power of your words and your intentions to speak blessings upon the world without no expectations and without feelings of entitlement and judging people. You're bad and I'm good. No, none of that. This is what I'm talking about. Don't take for granted the power of your words and your energy and your presence, how you can impact your environment and the people around you. Everything starts with our homes, in our lives, with our children, with our family, with our own relationship with ourselves. Healing our relationship with the Divine Mother, with nature, healing our relationship with the God, because all of that influence our perception and perspective of the world and the people around us. And so these are channel messages, you guys. And I feel like I'm in just this bubble right now of light and my fingers are tingling. And I want you to feel this energy of you are good enough. The rest are just the stories. I want to remind you that you are powerful, that you're not lacking any power. I want to remind you that yes, you can learn new skills and new talents. The stories are that we are lacking. We are so used to jumping into one box and placing ourselves in another box. How can we limit ourselves or justify the way we're living. Because, hey, moving through a process of, sorry, I was checking to see my microphone is good. Moving through the process of self-actualization takes the cojones. We are healing our relationship with life and with true leadership, because true leadership is never about going out there to control people and to tell them who they are and who you are not and where you need to be and why you're lacking and why you're not and all of this shit, No. True leadership is we must become the leaders of our lives. Examples, right? It takes humility, deep listening. It takes a desire to improve, to change our life, to release unhealthy habits, to cleanse and purify our vessel, to change our diet, to get into routines and shit. All of the shit that we fight like crazy because that shit is out of our comfort zone. You know what I mean? For some people, it's more about losing the grip. For some other, might be about getting more consistent. So at the end of the day, I'm talking about self-actualization, self-empowerment, moving forward, choosing to go with the flow of life and with what is happening in the bigger picture, right? When we take a look at the world, the old world is crumbling down, is gone pretty much, and we are now having to adjust to a new way of living and existing. And so that means, right, that we have to learn new skills, that we have to be paying attention to the data, what's going on. We need to adapt to it. Instead of fearing things, we have to shift our perception and perspective and start to invest in our journey in learning new skills and, getting better and evolving and growing, right? And now, obviously, there are different ways to approach life and change in the process of self-actualization. You can make it about a burden, or you can make it about, I'm excited because I'm ready. I'm ready to shift my life. I'm ready to inspire my child. I'm ready to inspire my children. I'm ready to inspire my family, because believe it or not, people are watching you. Now, ego makes it about competition and jealousy and shit. I have to prove it and I have to do all these things. However, when we are doing it from a place of, I know I'm here to inspire. I'm going to inspire them by becoming what I'm here to become. And now, once again, I'm not here to tell you who you have to become. It is up to you to go through this journey and to ask yourself, where am I limiting myself, limiting creation? Where am I placing myself in one box into another box? Where am I using as stories and systems and beliefs and, all of the things to justify that I am playing small, that I'm just settling down? And believe it or not, you know when you're settling down, because, oh my God, the first thing is, you're going to look at other people who are doing the shit you want to do, and you're going to feel angry, jealous, and you're going to be judging. Your ego gets really loud. You start to project all of the shit, and you start to feed yourself stories that keep you protected in that energy where I'm going to continue being here. So, hey, it's time to pay attention. Oh my goodness, I just went in a whole thing. We have the spirit of fire. No wonder why. The energy of the sun, the father, the energy of the solstice. Okay, healing the masculine. Then we have the circle of life here. So the messages are: I give you my blessings to accomplish your quest. Shine your power unreservedly. This is the time to grab this energy and say, I'm very clear about what I'm doing. And what I mean by that is that at this point you should ask yourself, what are the changes that I know I'm resisting? What are the stories I'm using to justify myself? How do I procrastinate? What is the pattern? What is the story? What is the story? There's always a story. There's a story a lot of times based on my experience talking to people where we separate ourselves from others, right? There's a stories, like I said, where we start to project the places where we are holding on to shame, where we shame ourselves into not really expressing ourselves, and we project it into others. So paying attention to that, that's what's coming through, and that is in the sacral and the solar plexus. And what I'm saying here, what Spirit wants you to know, is that you have to pay attention to that. Pay attention to the internal dialogue. Pay attention to your judgment upon what others are doing. Judgment is necessary. However, is your judgment coming from the heart? Is it coming from your idea of morals? Like, what voice is it speaking? What aspect of you? Is it you? Is it the voice of your mom, your grandmother, your grandfather? What's going on? Unpack that, okay? With Mars and Virgo, attention to details, long-term goals. Listen, right now you might be feeling frustration, a little bit of frustration, because there's like this energy of like, I've been putting all of this work and nothing is moving and things are moving slow, and I feel like the days are going by so fast and like I'm missing out on things. Okay, this is the energy. You must sit with that and remind yourself that this is something that everybody's experiencing. However, you have to remind yourself that you are being given the time to think things all the way through it. Because no more instant gratification, no more deception, bypassing things. It's time to get serious about how do you want to move forward with this energy. Because there's been a lot that has been illuminated at this point in our journey. Okay? We have the male principle. As you see, this is where we are. We have the energy of the Father right now shining upon us. Obviously, he is dancing with the mama, but mama has been taking us into the underworld, right? She has been illuminating the high priestess, I'm hearing the Hecate, you know what I mean? The triple-headed goddess, Pluto, showing us where are we holding on to shame. Where are you holding on to shame? Do you shame a part of you that wants to be seen, that wants to see things? You know what I mean? Sorry, I just got distracted. I got an email. Okay. Where are you holding on to shame? How do you shame yourself into suppressing aspects of you just because you believe that they are meant to be disowned, neglected, that they're not worthy, that they're ugly, that they're yucky, that they're too much? Okay? That's it. Oof. We have the energy of the number 7 with emotions, and says it is important for you to honor your emotions. Okay? Your emotions and your feelings, follow them. Sit with it. Ask yourself, what is your message? What is it that you want to tell me? That's something else to pay attention, right? When we're suppressing ourselves and shaming ourselves, you're going to feel that you're inside a box, and then you get angry. And with this energy of the Father, I'm going to tell you, this initiation by fire, if you suppress your self-expression, if you suppress yourself into doing the things that you're being guided, because it's like the Father is saying, you need to go. And I've been giving you time, and you can go slow and steady. However, I need you to go forward, right? So that means that the Father is coming in and is blowing fire upon you. And if you suppress it and then you hold yourself from doing it, then you're gonna feel angry like a child. Like your child is gonna start crying. I promise you, your child is gonna be crying. This is where we at. We got the spirit of the earth and the feminine cycle. So we have feminine and masculine. The feminine cycle speaks about this, respecting the cycles of becoming, the cycles of co-creation, understanding that there is divine time to things, understanding also with the energy of the feminine that we must study, that we must look for the correct information, data, honoring also how we channel energy, respecting our body, honoring our own energy, right? Like I said, I'm never here to tell you what to do, how to live your life, how you channel your energy. That's for you to go through, through this journey of getting to know yourself and looking for support, right? So that you can help yourself if you have to. With the spirit of the earth, says, have faith, you're supported. All right, you guys. So we're gonna get some angel numbers, a little bit more messages, but yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this energy. I'm feeling pretty good about you guys' journey too. I'm so grateful that you're here because I know what I'm calling in. I move with intention. I'm not just here, you know. uh, 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 I'm not here just like, oh, let's see what happens. No, I am devoted to what I'm doing. I've been devoted and I'm committed. We have the energy of abundance, prosperity, things moving forward, karma coming in. Remember, when you act with kindness and love, everything that you put out there comes back to you. And so when we're talking about the energy of abundance and prosperity, if you are working with your divine masculine, focus, determination, commitment, discipline, all of that is abundance. All of that is abundance, right? We have the energy of 1-8, more. A new beginning, a new energy is here. And it's like what I'm hearing is retributions. Things are coming back. There are waves of blessings coming in. I'm telling you. Yeah. And now, when I'm talking about blessings, a blessing can be a spirit removing someone or something out of your life. It can be a blessing of removing an obstacle, right, from within that then help you take action in the outer world, in the outside here. All right, so blessings, prosperity. We have 333, 1144. You are blessed. You are supported. We have the energy of foundations, a structure, bigger picture thinking. 333 is the energy of Jupiter. Okay, so stay in your love, take action, practice, learn new things, move forward, be intentional. Don't settle down. It's okay to listen to people. It's okay to have curiosity and wonder. That's very important. It's okay to listen to others. However, don't get lost in somebody else's stories. And do not get lost in the story that you have to be depending on others. No, we must find a level of harmony. So how we relate to others, how we collaborate with others is one thing. However, depending on others and believing that we're lacking, no, baby, you're not lacking. All right? Peace and love. Namaste and blessings. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Let me know if this resonated. I see you when I see you. I love you. Ciao, ciao.